So if you're thinking about going for an e-bike, you could do a lot worse than this choice. This is the Totguard 26-inch foldable 21 speed. It features a lot of great features. You've got your disc brakes, you've got your full 21 speed, 7 in the rear, 3 in the front. Of course, you got your rear hub, 500 watt motor. It is foldable, folds in half. It is a very, very big bike. Very big, very heavy, weighs probably about 75 to 100 pounds, fully loaded. It's a fun bike. I have a ton of fun riding it. Goes everywhere. You see those big knobby wheels. The suspension is phenomenal. That is a 1,000-pound rated cylinder right there. You can see it is fully isolated out the rear. And then, of course, you got your nice healthy shocks on the front that are lockable. It's not perfect. They cheaped out on some components. I had to replace the lamp. I had to replace these front crank. And I did, on my own, replace these brake calipers with some really nice hydraulic brake calipers. Alrighty, so as far as ride impressions go, this guy, as I said, is very, very smooth. Its suspension is extremely sophisticated, especially for its price point. I mean, it's clear where the priorities were for this bike when they designed it. They didn't design it for speed, they designed it for ride comfort and off-road capability. And what you have is a low-cost bike that has just a really amazing off-road chops like very few other bikes, especially in this price point. Very few bikes. So just handles things with aplomb. Off-roading, I take it off-road all the time. I mean, it's not downhill crazy stuff like that, but we're talking about, you know, these gas right-of-way cuts and things of that nature throughout the town that, you know, are rough riding. They're not easy riding. They're not designed for people in regular bikes to ride. Even mountain bikes have difficulty on some of that terrain. But not this guy, not these fat tires. These fat tires just roll right on over. Honk, honk. Saying hi to the geese over here. You can't see them, but there's a whole bunch of them. Anyways, this guy is comfortable on asphalt as it is on grass, as it is on rocks, sand. Haven't ridden in snow yet. We haven't had any snow this year. I was hoping that we'll get 1 or 2 snowfalls so I can take it out and see. A little bit nervous about it though because my tires, I've ridden this guy 1,544 miles in less than a year. I mean, 1,500 miles in less than a year. If that gives you an indication just how much I love riding my bike, I think you get the point, right? There's a staircase here. I don't trust myself walking down or riding down. But anyways, just want to give you guys my feedback on this. This is a wonderful bike. It's roughly $700 on Amazon, another $100 for shipping. Comes fairly well assembled. As I said in my earlier portion, I did upgrade several components. The lamp that came with it was junk. I added a tail light and front from a Schwinn kit that I bought at Walmart. Also, of course, upgraded the front crank assembly and with a nice Shimano and a nice set of hydraulic activated calipers for the braking system because the brakes that came with it were good, but they weren't very good. You know what I'm saying? You know, they were wearing down my. They just weren't very good. So I upgraded and now I have much better, much more reliable braking performance. Totguard, if you're thinking about buying an e-bike, I recommend it. I had ironically bought another bike that was twice as expensive as an upgrade from this bike. I wanted to go to something that had a mid-drive system, something that had a higher top speed, and something that would give me a greater range. Well, the Electric XP meets all those criteria, but it's just not as fun to ride. That's what it comes down to. So that one's gathering dust. This guy is going everywhere and doing the job. All right, so Totguard, great job. Love your bike. If you do get this bike, I do recommend upgrades to the brakes. You know, this is not very expensive. It's very easy to replace. You know, and you know, just a new set of calipers is less than $50. And I also, of course, upgraded the crank. That was $25. You know, do all the work yourself. It's very easy to do. Just get the appropriate tools, watch the appropriate videos, and you can do it. All right, cheers. Hope you guys can go out and get yourself one of these or something like it and get out, touch the grass.